Welcome to Out the Trunk with Jordan and Darius. My name is Darius. That's D's all love your area on all socials.
And I'm Jordan. That's Jordan be writing on all socials.
This is our sports segment where we go around the NFL right now. So later we'll go around the NBA, but today is just the NFL. Breaking news before we hopped on the pod: Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Thoughts?
Oof. This is like the ultimate, like, are you a dick test? Like, and he failed clearly because how the fuck are you not a first ballot Hall of Famer? He's got 8 rings as a coach. Like, that's insane. I want to know who pissed off in those voter rooms. I mean, it's mostly media, so I'm wondering if that's what it is, or if it's the catastrophe that's going on at UNC. I don't know which one is the bigger reason that he wasn't first ballot.
Well, for starters, I thought there was a 5-year waiting period. Did he go? I just feel like he
Yeah,
just
I think
left.
it I think it went away because didn't Brady go in the Hall of Fame like a year
No,
ago?
I think players is still 5 for sure.
Okay,
Let's
maybe
see.
it was the Patriots like ring
Waiting
or some shit
period
like
for
that, maybe.
coaches,
Yeah, I thought it was 5 years. Um,
coaches Hall of Fame. Coaches one season out of the game. So that would make
oh,
sense.
okay. Okay, that makes
But
sense.
clearly this is some sort of payback for him being a dickhead to media members his whole life. And
Yes.
while I've been a long critic, I've been a long critic of how he handled those press conferences. I thought those are people just trying to do their job. And I
Yeah.
always find it bizarre and off-putting that Greg Popovich and Nick
Uh-huh.
Saban and Bill Belichick, people will like cheer that on, like, he's being a dickhead. And I'm like, you're watching like a millionaire be a jerk to some reporter,
A
like just
hundred
trying to do
thousand
their
there,
job.
like if that,
That's like watching the CEO like be a dick to
shit
the janitor.
on. Yeah.
Like, what are you cheering on? Like, it's just not even.
Yeah.
I found all of that off-putting. But that being said, you cannot bring workplace grievances to a Hall of Fame vote. And
Yeah.
there's just no way you can look at Bill Belichick's resume and say, I mean, he's the greatest football coach ever.
Yeah.
He won 8 Super Bowls as a coach, six as a head coach. He went to
Hmm.
9 as a head coach. And however you want to divvy up the credit,
10.
whatever, 10, yeah, 10. And however you want to divvy up the credit, that's fine. I don't care. Obviously, I lean more towards Brady than him. But at the end of the day,
Right.
we have always judged these things on like the head coach
And the
is a piece
quarterback
of the
go together.
puzzle.
Yes.
And there's no world in which you're the listed head coach of 8 different teams that won a well, 6 different teams that won a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
10 different teams that went to the Super Bowl, and you don't go. That's like saying Jerry Rice isn't in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's fucking
Like,
crazy,
imagine
dude.
if
And
Jerry Rice didn't get in on the first ballot.
yeah, and I'm not again, I'm
That's
not
what just
really
happened.
a fan of Bill Belichick. I wonder. Yeah, I mean, come on, he's got to be in there. I wonder how much weight the Spygate and the Deflategate had on the vote. I want to know what the vote was. He had to get 40 out of 50 votes, so I want to know what the number is.
It just doesn't.
I'm waiting for that to come out.
It's just reeks of corruption.
It
And I
is.
don't like people
It's
keep,
the same reason To didn't get in for forever.
but
Um,
like people, we're talking about the greatest football coach of all time, and people, and you just did
it's
it,
just
and people do
disrespectful.
I don't like him personally. You don't have, like we don't have to do that. That's unnecessary.
It's
We're
annoying. It's
like
immature and it's annoying.
I hate when like someone will be like, um, someone they normally like ideologically against will like say something that they agree with, and they'll be like,
Mhm.
"Well, I don't agree with this person usually." Just say he ain't a point. That's okay. You don't have to
Just
couch
yeah,
I don't agree with
everything.
everything this person says. Well, who the hell do you agree with everything they say?
Right. Correct.
So
Yeah.
who is this person? Like,
It's
you just say
it's
it with your chest, like he has a point here. You don't have to qualify
yes.
it. Sometimes even Jason Whitlock, a broken clock is right twice a day. So
Yes.
if Jason Whitlock says something I agree with, I don't have to be like, well, normally I hate his guts, but this
Because
time
we
he's
all
right.
hate his guts.
I just he's a Hall of Fame head coach. Would I want to have
Yeah.
a beer with him? No, that's not what we're voting on though.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
there's no
It's shit
world in
like
which
this.
he's go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's shit like this that brings credence to when the players talk about why they hate the media, sports media, when they talk about like why they should be the ones voting on All Stars and MVPs and Hall of Fame and Defense Player of the Years and all that kind of stuff. This is why.
Yeah.
Like, and players have their own beef too, and they're petty and spiteful too. So I'm not, acting like they're paragons of virtue here. But with like this is fucking incredible. This is insane. And no. I'm sure a lot of players hated Phil Jackson. We've kind of come to see the character of person he's turned out to be behind the scenes. This would not happen. This would
No.
never happen if the players were voting.
No, well, there's all like I still think the media should vote on these things because it's the best of bad
Yeah,
options. You know, it's like
they
the
got to
old
find a way to
saying.
split the vote or something.
Yeah, well, players. I mean, you see these all-star votes. Players are literally the worst
Yeah,
at,
that's the problem.
you
That's the
know,
problem.
players are really bad at assessing other players when it comes to things
True.
like this. That's why you never want a player to be the GM. They
Correct.
don't see it the right way. You know, it's like that old saying, you know, democracy is a terrible government except for all the other ones. Like the media is not great at
Yeah.
this, but all the other options are worse. So we have to have
Correct.
something. And um, you know, I understand people's misgivings with the media voting on these things, but
Hmm.
what's the option? Like, this is
That's
the only
true.
thing we got. And I just
But
don't,
yeah,
to
they got to find a way
me,
to split the vote or something.
it's like the Baseball Hall of Fame without Barry Bonds in it just does not have any
Yeah,
legitimacy to me.
it doesn't mean
And
anything.
so a football Hall of Fame where Bill Belichick isn't a first ballot is just you've undermined the credibility of the entire institution.
Hmm.
Like I just don't know. He went to not 10 Super Bowls. He coached 24 seasons for the Patriots. That's damn
Yeah.
near 50% half the seasons he was in the Super Bowl. Doesn't
Hmm.
say nothing of the AFC Championship games that he went
Yeah,
to.
right.
Um, I lived his whole
Shit, going 10
tenure.
and 6 with Matt Castle.
Yeah, like, dude, I was a, I basically watched this whole career, and he was a
Hmm.
fucking warlock. And that doesn't mean I had to like him personally, but
Yeah.
there are not. I think he's the greatest coach ever, but there are not five. Like, there's
Yeah,
just
I
no
believe so too.
way. I think it was four. You need 40 votes to get into the Hall of Fame out of the 50
Hmm.
people. So he didn't reach that. So at least 10 people voted against him. There's no
Yeah.
way 10 people looked at that resume and independently came to the conclusion he's not in the Hall of Fame. So there's some sort of conspiracy going on around here. This is like saying
Correct.
Marshall Faulk isn't a Hall of Famer. It's like saying Jerry Rice. It's like saying Joe Montana,
Lawrence
Dan
Taylor.
Marino, yeah, Lawrence Taylor, Champ Bailey, like Bruce Smith, Reggie White. This is what he
Yeah,
is to coaching.
because quiet as it's kept, he's the reason Bill Parcells has those rings.
Yeah, like it's just you undermine your entire credibility as an institution when you do
Yeah,
stupid shit like this. Because
it's
if we're
insane.
just judging this on the merit, you take the names off the top of the resume and you read the resume. This is
Hmm.
this is one of those what are we even talking about conversations. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And this is one of
like,
those times where like it's like, remember when they altered the rules so they could try to keep T.O. out for longer, where they said like, oh, we're gonna leave usually they remember the old rules were we're gonna leave the locker room alone, that doesn't matter. Then they were
yeah,
like, well, we'll throw in the sideline because that does matter,
yeah,
and it's like, well, even if you throw in the sideline with Bill Belichick, we didn't really see him say crazy shit to
no,
players. Like we hear the stories about the locker room and in the practice facilities on the day-to-day shit, but like we never really saw him disrespect players publicly,
no.
so it's like,
His players revered
I
him.
mean, yeah, they
Uh,
love him for most of them,
I mean, you get in a locker room with 55 people, everybody ain't gonna love you. That's just
for
math.
sure,
Like
yeah.
you can't
But
get
like
55 people to agree on
Randy
anything.
Moss, who's viewed as a malcontent,
Yeah,
is him and Bill are thick as thieves,
yeah.
you know.
He got Bill to dress up for Halloween.
Yeah, and he did his Hall of Fame speech,
Yeah.
or he inducted him into the Hall of Fame. Um,
This is
yeah,
just
it's
pure
actually
you were a
it's
dickhead to
insane.
us at press conferences.
Yeah, this
And
is
while he
really that's
was,
it. They
I just
waited. It's like that quote from Dark Knight Rises where Talia stabbed Batman,
yeah,
and she's like, "It's the slow knife that waits that
yeah,
hits right between the ribs." It's like the strongest of all. They waited years to get their revenge. I'm not. I mean, it's crazy. I respect the pettiness, but that's insane to hold this man out and deprive him of that honor of being a first ballot Hall of Famer. And yeah, I know they say like, oh, it doesn't matter if first ballot, second ballot, third ballot,
it
but that shit
matters.
does matter because it means that does mean something. And there is a certain prestige that comes with that. And to rob him of that honor is quite disgusting. And I can't believe I'm defending Bill Belichick. I never thought I'd see the day. So I
You
really hate
did
the
it
media for
again.
making me do this. What? I did what?
I don't agree with everything he says. I can't believe I'm
Oh shit, I
defending
did do it. Yeah.
it.
But
I
I'm making a
don't
point
have
that
to
I have
do
to fucking I know I'm making a
that.
point I have to defend this guy I've hated my whole life because of the media.
Um,
Um,
there's an
but yeah,
old
man,
there's an
this is
old
bullshit. This is bullshit.
folk tale that when Jerry Rice was up for the Hall of Fame, because the way it
Mhm.
works is that each player gets like a presenter, and you stand up and you say the
Right.
player's name and you present your
Correct.
case, and then you argue about it. And the story goes. the guy who pulled Jerry Rice stood up, said Jerry Rice, and sat down, and they voted.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what this should have been. This is what we're talking about.
Yes.
He was like, I'm not like standing up. He said Jerry Rice, and he sat down, and they were
Yeah.
like, he's in. That's
And oh, go ahead.
no, I was saying that's the caliber
Oh
of
yeah,
resume we're
right,
talking about
correct.
here.
Exactly. And it brings to mind this oh shit, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Shit. Um yeah, it's just I can't believe they did this to him. I saw the tweet and I was like,
I thought it
I
was
thought I read
fake.
it wrong.
Yeah.
I thought yeah, I thought it was fake. First I thought it was fake, and then I thought I read it wrong, and then I was confused.
I thought it was fake because I thought the wait period was longer for. I thought it was the same
That
players.
too. And then I was like, well, maybe was it the College Hall of Fame that he got denied for? Because that makes sense.
Nah, this to me is like I'm not in bullshit. Like you should lose your vote over this because
You
clearly you
should.
cannot be an objective
You should.
guardian of the honor.
Hmm.
You're bringing personal petty workplace grievances to it, and like I'm not even one of these
Yeah.
people who goes, y'all let rapists and murders in the Hall of Fame. I'm not one of those people. They're judging football resumes.
Yeah.
But that being said, the fact that you're
Y'all
okay
let
with
rapists and
that
murderers in.
and not okay with him being mean to you on the sideline says a lot about your character. Uh,
Yes. And for me, that's what I was about to say. Because I think for whatever reason, in sports in particular, it feels like it's a bigger crime to be viewed as arrogant or an asshole than it is to actually be a criminal
yeah,
for whatever reason. The, in the NBA, we have like literally people who've like beat the shit out of women like on camera and shit. But the most criticized guy in the league is, insert star, right? Who hasn't really done anything wrong, just they maybe rub people the wrong way type shit. And it's like, okay, well, Miles Bridges plays in the league, insert other name of player who's done XYZ to people who have played in the league. And it's just like people really have this aversion to, I don't know, impoliteness
yeah,
that is so rampant. It boggles my mind to me. You know what I mean? Like this dude had no scandals. Well, let me take it back. He had no like legal, you know what I mean, scandals and shit. We got one of his best players, Lawrence Taylor, one of the greatest ever. We know what he was doing off
yeah.
the field, bro. Like it's insane.
And I'm okay with that because we have a legal system for that. If what
Mhm.
they did was disqualifying, you cannot expect beat reporters to adjudicate legal claims of
Right.
whatever, like if the legal system says it's fine, then I'm not going to expect the guy who writes papers for the, team to
Yeah.
go beyond that.
Right.
But so I'm not one of those people that cares. Like I agree, like the football resume is a football resume. If they're eligible for Hall of Fame, they're eligible for Hall of Fame. If they had some legal
Yeah.
issues, we have a legal system for that. Um, but that being said, it is it does say a lot about
An
one's
indictment.
character that doesn't bother them. But clearly, I mean, because the Bill Belichick thing, it can't be about football. There's just no way.
It's not.
Uh,
It's not
so
football.
why is this non-football thing
Hmm.
so much more important to you than how some players have treated women, how some players have um, just all kinds of shit. And so
Right.
mostly, honestly, how they treated women is all encompassing.
I'm about to say, yeah, no, that's real
That's
shit.
pretty much
Because
all
I
of
mean,
it. But
like, yeah, because like,
uh,
okay, think of a quarterback that maybe who was viewed as mercurial.
yeah.
In the last 10 to 15 years, who was great.
I mean, Brett
I
Favre.
don't know. Yeah, Brett
Uh,
Favre.
he had. I mean, the welfare scandal was around when he was in the Hall of Fame, and I was fine with it because we have a legal system. They're judging
True.
his
Yeah.
football resume. This is a football Hall of Fame. This is not a was you a fraud Hall of Fame. That's
Right. And it's
we have an
crazy because
FBI, we have a U.S. attorneys, we have a legal system. If
mhm,
I don't expect Peter King to overrule all that and say, well,
right.
now because you weren't held accountable legally, I'm going to keep you out of the Hall of Fame. Like, no, that's not his job.
Hmm. Yeah.
But you have to be
Um,
consistent on this.
but yes, I was gonna say the juxtaposition is gonna be jarring because watch Ben Roethlisberger probably be a first ballot Hall of Famer and Bill Belichick is not. That's crazy.
Man, I remember one time, I think it was a Malcolm Gladwell pod, because like this happened, like bathroom bin, the issues happened when we were like younger. This
Hmm.
is pre-Me Too. You didn't
Yeah.
get a lot of details about it. And I remember listening to this podcast and actually the details of what I mean, they're horrifying.
Hmm.
And I forget the order of it, but like the way the two women described very similar events.
Hmm.
in the sequence of timing, they could not have possibly have communicated beforehand. So two
Right.
people who never talked to each other described the exact same set of
The same thing
circumstances.
happening the same way.
And so yeah, um, I don't, I don't, I don't know how anyone could look at the facts of what Ben Roethlisberger was accused of and come away thinking that a crime wasn't committed. I'll just leave it at that.
Right.
Conference championship recap. Uh,
Yes.
I thought it were two great games. A lot of people disagree with me. So off the bat, we had our first game, AFC Denver Patriots.
Patriots.
Are you pro or anti snow game?
Um, I'm pro snow game. I love watching it. I mean, this particular one, I couldn't see shit,
Yeah.
but I just think honestly, I just think it's beautiful to watch football played in the snow. I'm not gonna hold you like it's just as pure as like I think it's like one of the purest things on earth. You know,
Football is an
um,
outdoor sport, man.
yeah, it's an outdoor sport. It's played in the wintertime. Put your gloves on, nigga.
Yeah. And then it's like both teams are in it. It's not like one team has an unfair
Yeah,
advantage.
no one's not playing in it. No
Yeah.
one's not using a cold ass football that probably feels like a brick.
And they're both cold weather teams. Hell, New England's used to
That
worse weather than Denver.
that's what
Uh,
was confusing to me. Yeah, they're both cold weather teams. Now it was crazy though because like literally, not only did it not look like that those games were played in this the first half and the second half were played on the same day,
yeah.
it didn't look like they were played in the same state.
No, I forget who tweeted, but he was like, because a lot of people were, and the storm eventually came, but like it was like it like pump fake for a little bit on Saturday.
Yeah,
A lot of people were like, they got us all ready and nothing happened. And
they did
someone
this to make
pointed
us buy
out,
groceries.
yeah, so like, oh boy, you just have groceries and you got to sit at home and watch Netflix all weekend. The crime that was committed against your freedom. You know,
Where's the liberation?
yeah, it's like people would be like, "Oh, I did all that prep. What prep? Nigga, you went to the grocery store and you charged your cell phone. Like, what you talking about? You got to sit at home all weekend and play video games. Oh, boo-hoo.
No, people were like, if you notice, it always storms on weekends. It's capitalism.
Because they want you not spending money. Like I promise you, had I been outside last weekend, I'd have spent way more money than those snacks I bought at Harris Teeter.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not even close. And so capitalism wants you out on the town spending money. But no, the dude was like, the way that game escalated rapidly is why they
Mhm.
tell you to prepare because it's unpredictable.
Yeah, no, that
It
shit
looked
was crazy.
fine, and then 30 minutes later, no one could run in straight, So
Yeah, that
I thought it
wind
was
was
a good game.
insane.
Uh, I don't know if the better team won, but
Yeah,
they played under similar conditions, the exact same conditions, and one
yeah,
team beat the other team. I think at the end there, Jared Stidham turned into a pumpkin.
yep.
But what do? You have your backup quarterback in the biggest game of your career, and
And the shittiest weather ever.
what are you gonna do if you're Sean Payton? It's like my fucking quarterback broke his foot. This weather's terrible. My defense is keeping it close, but we just can't score with my backup quarterback
Can't
in a
do anything.
snowstorm.
Yep.
What do you
Um,
want from me? I can't kick field goals. Field goals are fluttering all over the place.
all over the place. Yep.
Sometimes it's just shit. Just it sucks.
Yeah, that's one of those games where like it's really no one's fault, and you can't really criticize anybody for winning in the win or the loss
Yeah.
because it just was like it was literally a shitstorm. Like that's just kind of what it is, and both teams were well, one team was handicapped by injury, the other team was handicapped by inability
Yeah.
in the first half, and then everybody was handicapped by the weather in the second half.
When that
So
snowstorm
that
started, whoever was leading was going to win.
that's gonna say yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Because
Yep.
everyone stopped playing offense. They were just like,
It
this
was
is
like
a
let's
big
just
ass
not
slip
turn the ball
slide.
over and to get out of here with some confetti.
No, I am pro weather though. The first thing I do when I start a franchise in Madden with the Vikings is I rebuild the stadium, make it outdoors because I want weather.
Mm,
Um, and you get weather in Minnesota. So
yes.
NFC
Yeah, you get all the
Championship,
weather up there.
yeah, all of the weather. Seattle, the Rams at the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks won. Great
Yeah,
game. I mean, better game for sure.
by far.
Was this the last run for Matthew Stafford? You think he's coming back?
Um, I think he's coming back. Yeah, I think he's coming back. I would run it back if I was him, at least one more time.
He won
he
the
still got some juice
MVP,
in that.
or
Yeah, let's
not
see, one
yet, but
MVP. He still got juice in that arm. He's got Puka Nakua,
he was on
Devontae
fire
Adams.
Sunday. He
Yeah,
was
he was great Sunday. They just
couldn't get a
well,
stop.
one, their special teams is trash. Which I've been watching them all year, and I don't understand how you have a bad special teams. Catch the ball. I don't know what's wrong. I don't understand. Um, I think they shouldn't have went for it. With 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I think that was a mistake. Um, yeah, I mean they were in that game. It's just that I think the muff punt. I think letting giving up that touchdown before the half was a backbreaker. I think that really was the game. Like honestly, um, yeah, I'd run it back. Yeah, I'd run it back. Add some pieces. Their defense is not great. And see what we can do. But yeah, it
Yeah,
was a fun game. It was a great game. Sam Darnold had the game of his life.
yeah. He's gonna. I think he'll run it back.
Mhm.
That was his best season ever. I don't think he'll be as good next year, but that was his best
Yeah,
season ever. And what else can he do for $50 million a year? Like
true.
it's like,
And he did
what
it with
else
a
are they
bad
gonna pay
back.
you that much?
Yeah,
But I think that was as good as he'll ever be. He was on fire Sunday, but you can keep in mind,
yeah,
man, when the season started, we didn't think he was going to be playing because of his bad back.
correct.
So I've never heard of someone, the old saying, you never heard someone who used to have a bad back. So, so
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to go away.
i.e. Larry Bird.
Yeah, like it's funny because it's true. I don't know anybody who used to have a bad back. Those are for life, man.
That's it. It's you're done.
I herniated a disc 2.5 years ago, and it's still not all the way right. You're just never the same.
Hmm.
And so they'll run it back. We'll give the people a Super Bowl preview later. We got 2 weeks for it, but
Yeah,
I look forward to it, man. I think we'll save it for the preview. But Seahawks,
yeah,
Patriots, Boston, man, they got the luckiest.
yeah. Fucked Boston, dude.
In my lifetime, all four of their major sports teams have won championships.
Yes,
And they had the greatest
it's not
quarterback and
fair.
the greatest coach of all time, and they were bad for like 3 years, and they're back in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't get it. Even the Celtics, they won in '08. They could
Yeah.
have won two out of three if, Perk had not torn his ACL. They had a few bad years, and then they're back at
They
it.
fleeced
They're done.
the Nets,
You
and they
fleeced the
got
Nets.
people forget Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were other people's draft picks. They were the Nets draft
Yes,
picks. They weren't even Celtics picks, so they got to
correct.
rebuild through someone else's draft. And then ship off a broken Isaiah Thomas after his
You about
sister
to say, yeah,
died.
that was the most heartless shit I've ever seen. Um,
It was rough, but someone offers you Kyrie Irving for
Kyrie
Isaiah
Irving.
Thomas.
Yeah,
Like, hey man, you want a duffel bag of money, but you gotta go. Like you can go
yeah.
around the alley and we get you right, but
You got to close your eyes and make that deal.
Kyrie Irving is so
Um,
much a better basketball player.
he is. Yeah,
Isaiah Thomas never played again after that hip injury too. So like people forget that part is that he hurt his
yeah.
hip and he like played one season for the Cavs and was god
Yeah, and
awful
that
and
was
he just
pretty
never
much
played
it.
again.
And then I think he went to the Lakers for a little bit, or was it the Clip?
He he
He played on another team for like maybe a year or
he
something
got
like
a
that,
little
and that was
make a
pretty
wish
much it.
kid contracts because players fuck with him, but he was never an
Yeah,
NBA player again after that
he
hip
was not.
injury.
He
So
wasn't. Um, yeah, Boston, man, what the fuck? I don't know what they did to deserve this such fucking luck. It's crazy.
man, Tea Party,
Um,
man, independence, baby. Uh, it started the revolution.